ISO is a common term used in photography. Let's start with the basics. What is ISO? ISO or ISO is your camera sensor's sensitivity to light. As a recap, light travels through your aperture, past the shutter, and into your camera sensor. ISO is a way of digitally increasing or decreasing your exposure. Most cameras start at ISO 100 and increase gradually: 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, and etc. And some cameras also have ISO speeds in between. When you increase your ISO too much, it can lead to digital grain or noise in your images. Experiment with your camera and know what the highest ISO your camera can handle without having too much noise. You might have already heard of a term called base ISO. Base ISO is the lowest ISO that your camera has, which produces the best quality images. Most cameras have a base ISO of 100, and your phone cameras can go as low as 64 or even 50.
You might be thinking, why would I want a higher ISO if it adds noise and grain to the image? In some situations like wildlife photography, you will need to increase the ISO to compensate for the faster shutter speed. In other cases like astro or night photography, it'll usually be a very dark environment. So after setting your aperture to the lowest stop and setting your shutter speed to the lowest it can go without experiencing motion blur, you'll have to increase the ISO. This video was just a very basic explanation of what ISO is. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.